All right, shalom everyone. So, I hope my voice came in and good from your side. Am I heard? Let me know, please, if you have any problem, any difficulty. We are live on Rumble and in YouTube only, not in Discord. Today the Muslims they finish their summit, which is always, I always view it as something funny and cartoon.
To the Middle East now, where Arab and Muslim leaders are meeting in Saudi Arabia. They're discussing the wars in Gaza and Lebanon. The summit in Riyadh will focus on what's being described as Israel's ongoing aggression in the region and comes as Israeli strikes on northern Lebanon and Gaza have killed dozens of people, including several children, according to local officials there. The new Israeli defense minister says his country is close to defeating Hezbollah. Israel Katz saying the killing of the group's leader Hassan Nasrallah in September was a crowning achievement, and all that is left to do is to finish the job. Our security correspondent Frank Gardner is following the meeting in Riyadh and tells us why it's so significant.
This is the second so-called emergency Arab and Islamic summit to discuss what the organizers are calling the Israeli aggression against the...
Just a question. This is the second one? Are you sure? They are making summit for the last 70 years, you idiot. What? Those people, they make summit just for food. What summit? What are you, this is the second time? Oh, okay. Yeah, since the Israeli aggression, you see, it's the Israeli aggression. It's not the Arab attacking Israel, killing their kids. It is the Israeli aggression. This is the BBC. The scumbags of England.
People of Gaza and Lebanon. It's exactly a year since the last one held here in Riyadh. And of course, since then, the conflict in the region has grown.
So a year ago, the same rabbits, they met in the same city, in the same town. And since then, what they did? They farted.
Into more than one conflict. Israel is now at war with not just Hamas in Gaza, but Hezbollah in Lebanon, and exchanging blows with the Houthis in Yemen, and intermittently with Iran as well. So this conference is aiming to try and do two things. They're trying to get a ceasefire in both Lebanon and Gaza.
Cowards. Why you don't announce jihad? Ceasefire? You Muslims, you started the fire. Why you want to stop the fire? They start the fire and now ceasefire now. All right. So you want to cease fire now. Is that because you like peace or because the Israelis are spanking the hell of you? Let us be honest here. If Israel is losing, do you think any of those Muslim cowards, they will ask for a ceasefire? We know the answer, right? The one who asks for a ceasefire, especially if you are the one who started the war, and you are the one who called for the death of the Jews day and night in your schools, even for your children's, even 5 years old kid, you teach them that we need to kill the Jews. Why you want a ceasefire? Are you saying to me Hezbollah is not successful? Well, Hezbollah, they claim that they are victorious now. You Muslims always victorious. I never saw a Muslim is not victorious. Even when you lost Jerusalem, which is not yours anyway, the Jews took it back, you claim victory. You lose the Golan Heights, you claim victory. They kick your ass and they take the whole of Sinai from Egypt, you claim victory. Your wife, she go and sleep with the neighbor, you claim victory. I mean, you Muslims are victory people. To the point, everybody knows that Victoria's Secret belong to you. I bet you every one of those leaders, his wives, they sleep with nothing except Victoria's Secrets. And the most expensive panties too. But the people of Gaza, they don't sleep with Victoria's Secret. They don't have... So anyway, they brought the Palestinian president, who is the... Nobody even consider him to be a president, even so-called Palestinian. They laugh at him. He's a corrupt, he's a fraud. And this guy just invite him for a free lunch. He will be there anytime. And now he is in the front, like, as if he is a president. I mean, you can't even control the security of your house. Hamas, they throw his so-called police from the top of the roof. They surrender without fight because, you know, those just pirate, you know, corrupt police of Yasser Arafat. So what the Muslims want, a BBC boy?
And also to try and find or push forward plans for a Palestinian state. I think reaching some kind of consensus isn't going to be that easy. Usually the final communique is always a little bit of a fudge because you've got to try and match everybody's aspirations, and not everybody agrees here. You've got countries that have got full diplomatic relations with Israel, like the UAE, Bahrain, Morocco, Sudan, Jordan, Egypt. And then you've got countries like Iran, Algeria.
Let us make it simple. The conclusion of this summit came just 2 hours, 3 hours ago. And Iran and Tunisia and which one? Iran and Tunisia and Syria maybe. Anyway, the summit, they come to conclusion that we should establish peace agreement based on 2 states. Those countries, they say, you know, we have like, we don't go with that, you know. They didn't say, we did not say we refuse it, but they did say like we hold our vote on that. However, they said too in the summit that they are going to make a pressure to freeze the membership of Israel in the United Nations. You know, the 57 countries, before they come to United Nations and they ask him to criminalize anyone, he say, Muhammad, you know, police be upon him, like Christian Prince. To criminalize anyone who insult the Prophet, police upon him, a potato upon him, cockroaches upon him. So if you insult the Prophet, they want it to be a criminalizing, like you are going to be wanted by the Interpol. Like Saudi Arabia can issue Interpol request for your arrest because you insulted the scumbag Muhammad. So 57 countries, they fail miserably, and nobody even, the whole world is fought at them. Even though the world, like, you know, is politically correct, but I mean, you know, this is just a joke. And those people, they are keep going backward. It doesn't matter how much, you know, they have now internet, they have phones, they have computers, they have nice cars, which all of it is made by the kuffar who insult Prophet Muhammad, police be upon him. And they want you who make them the reason of living. Because without the kuffar, those people, they are not even rich. You see, can the Saudi even get their oil down from the ground? They cannot. They cannot even get their oil. Can they build any oil like finery or any? They cannot. I mean, they cannot make cars, they cannot drive. The Turkish, when they make an airplane, like a drone, they stole everything from everybody, and they bring everything is made abroad, and then they put it together, and even when they put it together, it's not put by Turkish. And then they claim that this is a Turkish airplane. I have a friend, he bought a gun. This is a long time ago. I was like maybe 19 years old. So he bought a gun. The gun is shiny, you know. It's covered by nickel, you know, like chrome. Sorry. So it looks shiny, look nice. I tell him this look like a nice gun, but when I hold it in my hand, it feels so cheap. It's like, what is this? I said, what is this, man? He said, it's made in Turkey. Oh, really? Yeah. So anyway, I said to him, it looked nice, but when you hold it, it's obviously so cheap. So I advise you not to use it. The boy did not listen to me, you know. So he went, you know, we go for shooting, you know. We take AK-47, Kalashnikov, all kind of guns, and he took his Turkish gun with him. He was lucky that the gun was far away from his eyes. Not even the first few shots, I don't know how many shots he shot with it, and then the gun, boom, explode, and he lost his finger. The finger which hit the trigger, that finger is gone. So the Turkish, I mean, all of them, when they try to accomplish something, all of it is based on theft of technology, theft of anything. And then they claim that they can do things. And then Erdogan, he make a show of a massive army, and then he make a threat to Israel. And then after 2 years, Israel is beating the hell of those so-called Muslims, yet Erdogan is still making speeches. So where is the massive army of Erdogan? If you go and watch any Turkish, army show, you will say, man, those people, they will eat you alive. I mean, this guy, he have a massive army. Remember, Turkey is almost 100 million, population. And Israel is about 6 or 7 millions, about, maybe 1.5 million of them are not even Jews. This is the Turkish army, brother. This is the Turkish army. I have to, what is that? Where is the pictures? We like pictures. We Arab like pictures. Show us the pictures, you idiot. Unbelievable. This is the Turkish army, brother. So a country of 100 million, Egypt and the border, other 100 million, Saudi Arabia now, I think it's about maybe 20 something million. And they keep buying weapon and airplanes and Fs, like all kind of F. And then all the F they have, they cannot do any F things, Erdogan is so proud about his army. The funny is, until now, they hang the picture of Kemal Ataturk, who always make fun of Islam, and he reject Islam, and he forbid the hijab, and he fought Islam, and still Erdogan, he put the picture of Kemal Ataturk. I mean, Kemal Ataturk, he was ashamed of Islam to the point he forbid using the Arabic letters, which was used by the Turkish for centuries, because Turkish don't have really their own language, don't have their own letters. So as many nations who don't have too much great civilization of education, they borrow language of somebody else or letters of somebody else. So he switched from the Arabic letters to the Latin letters because he didn't want to have to do anything with the Arab. However, the summit is over. The summit is garbage. The conclusion that you talk a lot, you do nothing. And guess what? Now we have Erdogan there. He did not even dare to make something like a threat. At least make a threat, you coward. All of you are a bunch of cowards. In fact, what I noticed is when the Crown Prince of Saudi was reading, I found it laughable. The guy, he need to, if somebody know him, by the way, he can call me so I can teach him Arabic. I mean, he is the same as his father. Hardly they knew how to read Arabic. Now, listen carefully, Abdul. In the house, now we have a chicken. In 2 months from now, we will have a lion. So all of you 57, do you remember? Do you remember when Trump, he went to Saudi Arabia? And all of you, the 57, you gathered together like a chicken to praise the king? I mean, aren't you even ashamed that 57 Muslim king and leader come to Saudi Arabia to listen to Trump, to get close to Trump? Do you remember how the celebration was beyond imagination?
You could see how pleased, how flattered Saudis were by the fact that he chose their capital as his first overseas visit as president. So MBS, that's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the de facto ruler of this country, Saudi Arabia, will be, I think, welcoming him as the new leader of the United States and hoping for better relations.
Yeah, so let me explain to you what happened and why they act in this way. The Crown Prince of Saudi, this potato, when Kamala and Biden took over, they ignored him. You know, they put him in the back seat. And they start calling him butcher. You know, do you remember when the Saudi intelligence, they butchered the guy, his name Khashoggi? Anyone remember? And then all those, like Joe Biden, he called, if we search right now, Joe Biden calling Saudi Crown Prince. I think he called him a butcher, right? Yeah. This is in the year 2001. I mean, those stupid websites, they will not even let you read an article unless you pay them. Right? Let us see here. All right. And then, you know, what happened later, the potato, you know, Biden, when they put sanctions on Russia, because he stopped digging for oil in his own country. This is how stupid he is. He found himself that he have no choice except to kiss the ass of the Saudi prince, because he is a shameful, you know, stupid idiot who do not know what he is doing. So if we go, I mean, we cannot find the website, we can put in the screen. Either they are putting pictures of, you know, tomato, salad, porn. Okay, can we find an like a website, have a decent? Let's see this one. Anyway, I'm just trying to remind you of the garbage of Biden when what he did. So the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia is a criminal, you know, according to Biden. And I agree. I mean, the guy, he is as all Middle Eastern leaders anyway, nothing new. All of them, they are criminals. There is something new. So he called him names, he called him butcher, he called him a criminal, he called him killer, he called him all kind of things, and he claimed he will put sanctions in Saudi Arabia, and he did actually. And then as soon as the war with Ukraine happened, you know, we know that Joe Biden, he went to Saudi Arabia, and the so-called the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia welcomed him in a very cold-blooded because of what he said about him. Now the story is different. Now Trump is coming to town, and the Saudi, all what they are doing actually, all this movement happened because they thought that Trump is not going to win the election. If they knew that Trump, he will win the election, in fact, all this summit will not happen. If they knew that he will win, what the summit will be is about bringing Trump again and see how he can solve it by meeting with them. This summit here now is not going to be a good summit to practice, and they will try even to demolish it. And you will see how soon the Saudi Arabia they will invite again Trump, and they will start kissing his butt, not because simply they care for really so-called Palestine. They don't care for Palestine. None of those people care for Palestine. In fact, all of them, they hate Palestinians, which are not Palestinians. But they want to use, each one of them, he tried to present himself that he is standing to defend in front of his people, because still his people, many, they say, why we are not doing something to support those Palestinians. So each one of those rulers, he tried to present himself that he is doing something. And this is the whole point of this summit. It's a showtime that we did something. Do you see? Here we go. We met and we took decisions. Yes, true is the decision is useless. It's true that the whole world is laughing at us. But what we can do more? Can we fight Israel? No. Even if Israel alone, can we fight? Because Israeli, in case you do not know, even if America stopped defending them, I mean, those people, they have nukes. If it reached the point that many countries are attacking them in the same time, they will nuke them. And they will finish the war in 2 seconds. So the Israelis now are going at war using traditional weapon, but they can switch any second. I mean, who's going to stop them? In fact, the nuclear weapons they have is way advanced, not like the ones, used, by the American in Vietnam long time ago, used or in Japan. So they knew their size, they knew their limitation. All the missiles Iran sent into Israel are called blind missiles, which mean they are not really target aiming. It's like where is Israel? It is in the west. Okay, aim at the west and let it go. So it can hit 10 miles away from the target. It can hit 200 miles away from the target. It can even drop in the middle of the road. Like many of them, they fail in the middle of Jordan because they are very low in technology, very low in power. In fact, it's like a barrel, like those, barrel, they make them to heat water, Let me show you what I'm talking about. That's a good one. It's a barrel. It's not, we cannot even call it a missile of any kind, any way. Like, let me show you here. Oops. What the kids are doing? Look what the Jewish kids are doing. I mean, you see, they sent more than 500 missiles. They killed 8 cows. I mean, do you see how serious the power of Iran? I wonder if Erdogan, he shoot 500 missiles, how many chicken he will kill. Erdogan, he can kill the poor Kurdish, for sure. He can kill the poor Syrian, for sure. Poor Iraqi, for sure. But in front of the Jews, he himself is the chicken which is barbecued. In fact, if you look inside it, it's empty. I mean, this is just a silly, stupid weapon they have. I mean, this is. Let me see if I can find you something else. Now look at this. What? Anyway, so. In fact, the rockets of Hezbollah, even though they are way smaller, they are way more effective than all this huge missile. For a very simple reason. It's hard to trace. They are small. Secondly, they are very close in distance. Like it takes a few seconds for the rocket to fail, which is going to make it very hard. for like the Israeli system, defense system, to catch it and shoot it. So, I mean, it's just a joke. Going now to Hezbollah. Let me see if I can find something for Hezbollah. Give me a second. Hezbollah every day is using a couple of hundreds of his own fighters. And when Israel lose 2, 3, 4 soldiers, they claim victory. Which is very funny how those people, they think and what they think, what is accomplishment is for them. Let us see here. Oh, look, I found a video here. Let us see. But I hope YouTube will not make us, will not complain. Look at this. This is Hamas. I just found this video. This video supposedly have torture, so just to warn you, in case you don't like to see things, in case you are sensitive. As you know, I'm not sensitive at all. So this is Hamas intelligence. As you know, they have intelligence. And this guy behind the table, he have a computer. See, he is civil, like he's a very civil person. They have a guy, look, they are hanging him from his hands. They are hanging them from their feet. You see like what they are doing? They put him on his knees to hurt him badly. So all his weight will be in his knee. Do you see what they are doing? This is a Palestinian, by the way. The one is being tortured is a Palestinian, supposedly. And the one who's torturing him is Hamas. All right? Yeah. Like if they keep you like this for, you know, 10 hours, 20 hours, I mean, we can imagine how much pain they are implying on you. Yeah, this is Hamas. This is the mercy of Allah. And those are Palestinians. Imagine if the Israeli are the one doing that. There is no audio. I cannot hear any audio. Hold on. Is the audio coming, guys? Because maybe it's from my side. Hold on. I think I switched. No, maybe the video have no audio. But anyway, let me be sure. When we played the previous video, there was an audio in the BBC for you. The audio was coming when I played the BBC. All right, let us see. All right, I think, yeah, the video have no audio. All right. We continue with the video. This is what every Muslim country have in their jails. They love to torture Muslims. And all of them, they are believers in Allah. This guy mostly, he said something negative about Hamas. He said a word maybe. He said we are hungry. He said we have no jobs. He said Hamas is stealing the food. He said something, we don't know. And now he is paying the price for saying something. I mean, how dare you to say something, huh? How dare you? He decided now to... No, he is punishing him more, actually. Look, he is pushing his feet more down, like he is. He's trying. What he is doing now. Why he is pushing his feet down? I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's releasing him now. He released his feet. The guy was begging for long. Too bad there's no audio, otherwise you will hear something very awful. You know? Like, I don't know why they hide the audio. People, they should hear how evil they are, you know? Because when you hear it, you will feel what's going on. So now, after this guy begging for mercy, maybe for God knows how many hours, the first guy is gone, the second guy came, this may be second day. And maybe without food, without water, you know, without going to bathroom. And now he made him stand. I wish there was an audio. Oh, this guy is having fun. Other guy, look, they are holding him upside down. Look at this. Look at those filthy cowards. This is a different room. And look, the guy behind the, you know, he's a Hajji. He went to Mecca, by the way. This is other one. This is a very nice religious groups, as all Muslims are very, you know, Islam is a wonderful religion, as you know. Yeah, Turkish, they do the same. The Turkish, they put, you know, they make the person, they make his butt sit on a piece of wood, and the piece of wood will go from his anus, go all the way from his head. This is when they decide execution. Is that a guy or a girl? I'm not sure. It looked like a girl. I think the Israeli, they took all kind of like, YouTube will not take the video down. They took all the aggressive ones, like, you know, very. Yeah, they have nothing to do. I mean, look how nice he is, you know. Hamas. Where is Kamala? Kamala now, she will claim that this guy, he deserved to be beaten because he is wearing red hat. He voted for Trump. Kamala, this guy is a Palestinian, supposedly. No, he wearing red hat, don't you see? He is a Trump supporter and he deserves it. Yeah. Very religious, very religious. You know, Islamic religious people are very wonderful people. I'm surprised until now they are not using electricity, because usually Middle Eastern government, they use electricity. Like, you don't have electricity at your home, but you will have electricity in your bum. There's a person, his name is Jerry. He's saying, CP, you are sick in the head. Jerry is a smart person. I'm sick in the head. Potato Jerry. Is Tom is your cousin? Look how he is tidying him up more. Oh, he decided to let him go down. What he will do to him now? Maybe he agreed to talk? He put the cuffs in his hands. He can't, the guy cannot even see in the front of him, you know. Look how coward they are. They don't even dare to look at the eye. Look at your eyes when they are torturing you. Another guy. Very, very nice, very nice. Why didn't talk in the Islamic summit about how Muslim leaders they kill in their country every year from Muslims, torturing them in their own secret jails? All those leaders, I mean the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, let me stop the video here. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, let us see, hold on. Do you remember what he did? The guy who is calling for summit because he cared for human right. The guy went inside the embassy of Saudi Arabia and inside the embassy they cut him pieces. So what we see now in this video is nothing really. It's very friendly. I mean, this is nothing, you know. They would, like, if they come to the conclusion, they slaughter you, they cut your head. Those are list of people who they suspected of the assassination. They cut him pieces. Those are the one who work for the Crown Prince. And in case you do not know, this Khashoggi, in fact, he is not. He claimed to be a journalist, but he was a member of the Saudi intelligence. And then he decided to be siding with the Muslim Brotherhood. In other way, he is Al-Qaeda. But, you know, they practice taqiyya. And then, you know, American newspaper, they hire him. Obviously under the influence of the Muslim Brotherhood, and they gave him an ID of journalist, and he have like a residency because he's working for them. And then when they killed him, they claimed that he killed a journalist, but we know that he is not. This guy himself, he tortured God knows how many, he killed God knows how many. because he was working in the same secret police for the Saudi. And later the same secret police, they got him and they killed him the same way always they kill people, which he used to do it too. However, here you will see how hypocrite, coward those Muslim leaders. They are the first one who kill Muslims. They are the first one who torture Muslims. Their jails have hundreds of thousands of missing in Syria. If you go check in Syria now how many people get killed by the government or by a Muslim terrorist, you will not believe it. We're talking about millions. If you go to Algeria, if you go to Tunisia, if you go to Egypt, if you go to Bahrain, if you go to Emirat, if you go to in Emirat there is a video. I don't know if you saw it. Anyone saw it? Here we go. Al Jazeera TV, Al Jazeera TV, because at that time they are at war with Emirat. I found the video in Al Jazeera TV. As if Qatar is better. I mean, the Prince of Qatar, he put his father in jail. Literally. But anyway,
it all depends on how.
This is CNN. By the way, CNN is the best station to defend your human right. As long as you don't vote for Trump, you deserve a human right. If you vote for Trump, you don't deserve it. You are racist and you are a coward and you are mentally ill and you are fascist, when in fact they are the fascists.
It all depends on how you see things. I mean, no one has really proved that this videotape or what has been seen on the internet is a true.
Guys, nobody proved that this videotape seen in the internet is true. I mean, the Sheikh is talking, the video is obviously authentic, and nobody proved it's a video, you idiot. It's not AI. This is an old video. Like, nobody proved it. There's no proof. And he was putting salt in his anus, and he put nails in his butt, and he drove his Jeep over him. He drove his car, guys. He drove his car. You see here in the video, they are covering it because the guy is naked. This is, yeah, you see here the car?
Here in the UAE, after their investigation, they did not deny.
Here is shooting around him, He's shooting with the Kalashnikov AK-47 around the guy. This guy is from Pakistan, he's a Muslim. And this is the Sheikh of Emirat, brother. And they are meeting now to stop Israel because Israel is not respecting human rights. Oh boy. I mean, oh Lord have mercy. Those are the leaders, the butchers who claim that their clothes never touch blood. And they claim the Israeli, they are not acting as a human.
Sheikh Issa seen in the videotape, they said this appeared to be a violation.
You see, this is the Sheikh. Do you see the Sheikh? There's no, in the video is no proof that this is him. And not only that, you see the guy standing, this is a policeman. Do you see the guy wearing a uniform? And he is putting his hand over the guy so he will not move? Those are policemen.
Of human rights. Now, if we look at the videotape, shooting at the man was also hit with a stick with nails protruding multiple times, was prodded by an electric cattle prod. His genitals were set alight. He was run over by a car. There was.
Listen carefully. The video proved nothing. You are a liar. All right? You are a big fat liar. So Guys, I'm not going to play the rest of the video. Should I? You want to watch? This is 46 minutes of torture. And obviously the Israeli, they took all the most ugly because YouTube will take it down. So they allow only what YouTube will allow. Because, you know, if it's not, you know, YouTube then will take it down. So they just posted what is allowed by YouTube. I'm sure there's very more aggressive. This is nothing. Okay, hold on. You don't like torture. Okay, you choose one. I don't know. Today I'm in the mood of torture. Either you choose this or I will sing. Which torture you accept? Choose one. Either you watch the video, watching torture, or I will torture you and sing. Choose one. What is the chair for? Ah, he will let him. Yeah. I can sing. Do you think I feel torturing you? I enjoy it. So now look what he would do now. He asked him to lift up his foot. And then he will hook it. All right. And now he will let him stand all day long like that. Praise be to Allah. And he have a pillow in his head so he can see nothing. Beautiful, beautiful religion. Okay, let us see. I'm just moving the video forward. Now he's taking him after they finish with him. This is a different guy. Look like Hamas. They like the hanging style. If you are from the supporter of Hamas, from Kamala voters, what about you go and hang out with Hamas literally? Huh? If you are Hamas, Kamala, Free Palestine, what about we send you to Gaza so you can hang out with Hamas? Literally, you will hang out with them, you know? What do you think? And all of those now are asking him questions. Did you say that Hamas is not good? Look, this guy here, he have a toilet paper in front of him. What is that in front of him? I'm not sure. And the other guy sitting in the table, he looked like very, 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 very much fit. I mean, all of them, they are fat. Their belly is so big. Obviously, they are very qualified to be fighters. And look, underneath of them, there is a carpet. In the area where the tortured one are hanging, they put them on the tile, so maybe it's cold. I'm assuming it's very cold. They are wearing jackets. So it's cold, and they let him stand with the barefoot. And yeah, there is a toilet paper on the table. Do you see it? Why the video stopped? I know why the video stopped. Let us move it. For some reason the video stopped. Like, hello? Hamas? Okay. But you don't want to watch already. We are trying to skip. We skipped the video stop. I don't know why. Okay, let us see if we... Ah, here there's beating. You see the beating? Let us see this. I will try this. Yeah, no, the video stopped. They have, you know, they have a very thick electric cable. You see the guy, he come with the cable in his hand, and he is beating him. You see it? Here we go. Ah, oh boy. They did not show all the beating. They show only a little bit of it. Oh boy. This is very, very harmful cable. You know, this is a cable. It have like 100 wire inside it. Yeah, they cut it. And now there is more beating. All right. Well, I will stop here. It's getting ugly. And maybe there's two of them. They are beating them. Look at the poor guy here. He's shaking. Do you see how he's shaking? I think he cannot stand in his feet because they did beat him. You see what he's doing? He cannot stand in his feet because they did beat them in their feet a lot. So he cannot stand from pain. What a disgusting, filthy scumbags. There's no sound. No, there is no sound. Somebody saying, if they did that to you, you will become a Muslim. Over my dead body, my friend. First of all, before they catch me, I will make them shish kebab all. They will not take me alive. Secondly, we Christians, we prove it that they throw them to lions to eat them, and they refuse to deny Jesus. That is us, not like you Muslims. You Muslims, when you are allowed even to deny Muhammad, you are allowed to practice taqiyya. That's what you Muslims do. Even Muhammad, he advised you to do so, because you're a bunch of coward like your prophet. Yeah. Well, we better stop here and go back to our topic. So those potatoes are talking about summit, talking about solving conflict, and they are the most aggressive criminals any humane government in the world. And you know, I don't want to blame Muslim government for doing that. I want to blame all the Muslims, because Islam make them savage. You see, if we take this government and we bring a new government, is it going to be different? No. You will not find one Islamic government don't practice the same. Not a single one. And they are not practicing this against their enemies. Like, you know, let us say they capture an enemy. He is fighting their country. No, those are their own citizens. And mostly the citizen, he just said something. He said the price of food is expensive. Hamas leader is not doing good job. They brought disaster for us. Anything, you say anything, you and your family will disappear. This is how filthy coward they are. And then they go and make a summit because they are fighting the inhumane behavior of Israel.
Had with the current incumbent, Joe Biden.
Keeping across the summit happening in Riyadh, we have live pictures coming to us at the moment with the representative from Mauritania speaking. But as Frank was saying, one of the big people attending is Syria's president.
Hold on. Mauritania is one of the biggest known countries for slavery until now. Go right now and type in Google Mauritania slavery. This guy, he is talking about a human right, and he is from Mauritania. Let me show you. Slavery lost stronghold. Where is that? Mauritania. They claim that they joined the United Nations to abolish slavery. But the whole country, everybody in the country, you know, there is either free and slaves, and mostly the slaves are the black ones for sure. This is Mauritania. The slaves in Mauritania is between 10 to 20% as we speak. Do you see it? Now. $10 to 20%. And then this scumbag is coming to give us a speech about a human right.
President Bashar al-Assad, he's there at this emergency summit, and his attendance really starting to signal what some are saying is a change in the dynamics in the Middle East, and possibly with the election of Donald Trump as well, it will see the US play a smaller role. Saudi Arabia and Iran also putting their past differences aside to try and strengthen their ties, where we have seen very...
I mean, do you see what I'm talking about? Do you see how filthy those countries? Yeah, when they say 10 to 20, I don't believe it. You know, I spoke once to a person from Mauritania. He says more than 60% of the population are slaves. More than 60%. The 40%, mostly they are the one, either they are white Arab or Arab mixed with the African, which means still they are like kind of white, but little dark skin. Those are the one who own the black slaves. So he told me more than 60%. He said in every house, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 slaves. And in fact, he said they sell the slaves not because they want to, you know, like they don't like to own slaves, but when if you have a slave woman, and the slave she gave birth, her son is a slave too. It's like goats, you know, goats. So you have too many slaves at home. What do you want to do with them? You do not need 5, you do not need 6, you do not need 7, because you have to feed them. So what they do, they keep what they need, and the rest they take them to the slave market and they sell them. Until now. And this country is a member of the United Nations. You know, how come Kamala Harris, the Democrat, you see, I'm not going to say Trump, I will say them, because they are the one who claim that they are against racism. They say that Trump is racist. Isn't this what they say? So how America allowed such a country to be part of United Nations? How they give them even a visa to have an ambassador? How they allow them to have an embassy? When the whole country ran in slavery. Quaker, he says, those Muslim men will break your spirit and faith. Abdul, just to show you how stupid you are you saying to me that the Quran is a book of lies? Because your stupid Quran said that the Christians are burned alive and refuse to abandon their faith. Do you want to show it to you from your stupid Quran? This is you, Abdul. You, the prophet, he come to the house of his own son. He did if the wife, he molested her, he flirted with her. The wife, because she is a Muslim whore, she told her husband, your father was here and he did this to me. And then with the Muslim, they say that the prophet, he have 16 privilege. Number 11, if the prophet eyes fall into a Muslim woman, her husband must be divorcing her so the prophet can F her, which mean a Quaker, every one of you is a pimp. You are not men and you have no dignity. The prophet have a privilege to F your wife. If I have a wife, and it doesn't matter which prophet he is, and he got close to my wife, I will not only I will make him shish kebab, I will make him a barbecue. But because you Muslims are a bunch of cowards, you are willing to allow someone, his name is Muhammad, to F your wife, and you are giving him drink. Because you are a coward. There's no nation will say the prophet have a privilege to F our women unless they are a nation of goats. You have no dignity. You have no honor. When the prophet, so-called the prophet, he says, a Muslim woman, she can give her breast to do breast suckling to a stranger. Where you been, honorable people? Why you did not make a revolution against such a teaching? I mean, even the hippies did not do that. Your prophet is not even a hippie, he's a hippo. He's an animal. He's just making fun of you. He ride your wives, he suckle their boobs, he rent them, he sell them. In fact, the hadith says that the Muslim, they sell the mother of their children. They do what? Read it, read it. Do you know how to read? We used to sell our slave women and the mother of our children's. What Muslims they do? They sell the mother of their children to be effed by the buyer. It's a religion of a human right. It's a religion of dignity. It's a religion of honor. So women, she wear hijab, we cannot shake hands with her, but we can F her, we can suck her boobs, and we can buy her. And if we see a woman in the elevator, you can say to her, can I do muta, how much you charge me? And all of this, brother, is halal. Do you remember when Ali Dawa, his wife, she gave him a grape live on air? The Muslim, they make a drama about his wife giving him a grape. Haram, haram, what are you doing, brother? Haram. But each one of them agree that the Prophet says that his wife and their wives can do breastfeeding for adult. Haram, brother, haram. Very, 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 very conservative religion. Very. They are the best in a human right, brother. But they have a massive populations of slave. Well, they are black. I mean, so what? I mean, black, okay. As long as they are black. If we go right now, check. Slaves in Libya. Just go check, go check. Go check. Slave in Algeria. slaves in Morocco. In fact, every black African slave sold to the West was captured and sold and shipped, sorry to use that word, by the Muslim Arab white people. Am I lying? The biggest slavery market in the world was always, and now still, is Morocco. Am I lying? Western trade slaves, they go to Tunisia, they go to Morocco, they go to Algeria, and usually the most popular slave market is Morocco, because Morocco, you cross like the very short distance between Morocco and Spain. You do not need to go a long trip in the boat and the ship. So you can put like a 500 slaves in a ship, and after a few hours you are in Spain. And then from there you can you can take those slaves for the market, sell them everywhere. But they buy them from who? Who is the one who captured them? The Arab Bedouin. They invade the inner of Africa, they capture the black slaves, and then they put them to sales. Not to mention raping them and etc. So reality is different story from what those people they say. And when all those people they talk about the solution of two states, trust me, every Muslim in those states, if you make a state for them, they will they will dream, sorry, to run away from such a state. Who want to live in a Muslim state? Don't you see, like last year, the stupid European Union gave more than 3.5 million residency to migrant, and for sure the majority of them are Muslims. So imagine if Europe keep getting 3.5 millions every year. By the way, those are the one who got papers. Doesn't mean they are getting 3.5, but they are getting maybe 10, 20 millions. Europe in 100 years from now, there is no European in Europe, if already not the case. This is how stupid the European is. Why those Muslims don't go to Saudi Arabia to seek refugee? Nobody will take them. Muslims are smarter than the dumb stupid European. They knew that if you bring them over, they will destroy your country. A guy you bring him from Pakistan to work in Saudi Arabia, a day after he start attacking the king, speaking against the king. Why? Because he think that because he's a Muslim, he have the right. This is why if you go to Emirat, Kuwait, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, etc., they prefer to bring someone to work in the country. He's a Christian. There's no limit for how many Christians can come, but they put a limit for how many Muslims. Always there is a limitation for the visas they can come to Emirat from countries where they are Muslims. So they want to be sure that if they bring from Pakistan, they bring and they keep a small number so they will not cause a big problem, because they knew how Muslims act. This is why the majority of those who they brought them to their nation to work, to their countries, are non-Muslims. A non-Muslim, he come to Emirat, none of his business what the government is doing, none of his business. He will not telling them halal and haram. He will not telling them what is right, what's wrong. None of his business. He's coming to make living. The second you bring a Muslim, he think he owned the country. And that's what they do even in the West. The first day they come, they kiss your ass to give them refugee. A week after, now he is not hungry no more. 2 weeks after, he is burning your cars in the street. And he think he is in control of the country. This is why Muslims don't accept Muslims in their land. Saudi Arabia have more than 1 million empty houses for Hajj. More than 1 million. They will be occupied only 2 weeks a year. This is the best place for refugee, and they have money. What about Qatar? What about Jordan? Empty land. They will not take. The Muslims, as an example, I will give you an example. During the war in Syria, the majority of the refugees came from Syria are Muslims. To where? To Lebanon. Some they come to Lebanon, some they went to Turkey. In Turkey, they beat the hell of them. If you go right now and check, just search in YouTube, Turkish beating Syrians, burning their houses, burning their cars. All right. The Muslims who came to Lebanon, and Lebanon is a struggling country. They have, I mean, the country by itself is not standing on its feet. They do not need more refugee. So they come to Lebanon. Can the Lebanese even get rid of them? That's it. They come, they will not leave. They will not leave. There's no government. And Hezbollah is using them. They take them to work in the farms and etc., drugs farms, poor employment. And then when the Israeli attack, it was the only time where those Syrian refugees decide to go back to Syria. So did they leave Syria because it's dangerous? They say yes. Okay. Why you are going back there? Oh, and Lebanon is more dangerous. So the Lebanese, they should be thankful for Israel. They are getting from like they are getting rid of your problems which you cannot even solve by yourself. Nasrallah is a problem. You don't know what to do with him. They erase him. Hezbollah is a problem. You do not know what to do with the Hezbollah. And you are not capable even to fight them because they are very well armed. And the Lebanese, especially like even the Christians, they don't have arms no more. Thank you, Israel. In fact, yesterday, Israel killed the one who killed the Prime Minister of Lebanon, which is Muslim Sunni. And Muslim Sunni are in Lebanon, they are celebrating. Let me show you. This guy is wanted by the international law court. You know, there's a judgment upon him that he is the one. And the funny is, they say he is behind this, but the fact you should take the leader who command him to do this, which is Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah. This is the potato, the Israeli. They killed him yesterday. He killed the guy you see in his picture in the left. He's a very wealthy businessman. He's a Muslim Sunni. He used to work in Saudi Arabia. He got rich after his wife, as they say, married to one of the princes there. And then he came back to Lebanon. He established big companies. He became very powerful. The Muslim Sunni, they sponsor him. They were so proud about him, and obviously he became a big problem for Hezbollah. So Hezbollah, they made an explosion, killing hundreds of people in that day, including him. And yesterday, the one who is behind, he's just one of many. I mean, isn't it funny that such an explosion, such an attack, and everybody know that Hezbollah is behind it, and then the international court, they found only one guy is accused of this. I mean, this is just a joke. So, because they know they cannot go after Nasrallah, they cannot go after the rest, so they have to get somebody. Okay, this is the guy. However, yesterday, the Israeli, they gave him a screwdriver in Hebrew, in his butt, which mean where you can go from us. We will page you. All right? So Hezbollah become a big problem. For Saudi Arabia is a big problem. You see, Al-Houthi is #1 enemy to Saudi Arabia. Hezbollah is #1 enemy to Saudi Arabia. So when they say we are meeting in a summit, all those who they are sitting in one table bashing Israel, they hate each other to death. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they sit on a table, they shake hands, they give each other hugs, but they are the one who will stab each other in the back as soon as they can. This is why when they say we have a summit, I die laughing. The Prince of Qatar, he dreamed when he is going to kill the crowned Prince of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia, he don't dream for it, he's working for it. Same as Emirat, same as Bahrain. Iran, they are waiting for the moment America get weaker so they can occupy what they call the Persian Gulf. Because this is the Persian Gulf and we have to build the Persian Empire again. And those are the Arab, they are our enemies. Same time they are using the Shia sect as a method to control the Arab and make them fight for them. So the Shia in Lebanon became an army of Iran. Against who? Against the Muslims. Not necessarily against the Christians. Because those Shia, they hate the Muslim Sunni. A few weeks ago, I posted in Patreon. I don't know how many of you saw it. You can check it out. The Khamenei, which is he is the leader, supreme leader of Iran, he made a tweet. What he said in the tweet? The enmity between the people of Ali and the people of Yazid is going to stay until the day of judgment. Who is the people of Yazid? The Sunni. Who is the people of Ali? The Shia. But now they are meeting together, shaking hands, claiming that they are in love. If you look at the picture in the thumb I showed you, the last one in the right is an Iranian. Those people, they hate each other to death. This is not an updated picture, by the way. This is from before. You can search for the summit now and see all the updated pictures. So 57 Muslim coward, including Erdogan, as you see, the Iranian president, the king of Jordan, who always wear 5 inches shoes to make himself taller. I mean, you see, you are short, okay, but you wear high heels, why? I mean, nobody can make fun of you because you are short. You are short, you are born this way. It's not your fault. If you look at the shoes of this guy, I mean, first time I saw his shoes, I died laughing. He looked like a girl, a girly girl. And he claimed to be tough. He claimed that he is strong, you know. But anyway, all you see in the screen, they are enemy to each other. They hate each other to death. And now they are meeting to fight Israel. How? By making speeches. Obviously, you won the war. Trump, he moved the embassy to Jerusalem. Did any one of them dare to say we put sanctions on in America? Why you did not put summit? How come you be caught the milk of Netherlands, for they made a cartoon about your prophet. Huh? He just said Jerusalem is there for them. And what you do about it? Did you even dare to call Trump and say, we don't accept that? No. You were subdued like a rat. You know what rat is? The Iranian make a speech. The Egyptian make a speech. The Syrian made a speech. We have an ocean of speeches. And all your speeches is in the toilet seat of Israel. They fart at you. Literally. And you know, for those who they think that we can ever have peace with those Muslims, those who think that Israeli are not doing the right thing, I say, including Trump. Trump, he think he can make peace. This peace agreement is not peace. Peace agreement is a temporary agreement until they get stronger, so they will attack Israel again. This is Hamas telling you what is their dream. What is your dream, Hamas? Tell us. Huh? Something happened to the video. What happened? Let us see. This is Memory TV. They have documentary for they copy and record video stations, TV stations from around the world, especially Muslim world. So this is the plan of Hamas. What Hamas want exactly? You can read the subtitle. All right. I will save you from this. This is like, this is many speeches, like many here. If we talk about peaceful resistance, we are deceiving people. This is Ismail Haniya, who is now in Qatar. Khaybar, Khaybar, ya Yahud. He is calling Khaybar, Khaybar, ya Yahud, which mean, this is what Muhammad said to the Jewish when he killed them, when he slaughtered them, when he attacked Khaybar and slaughtered them. So they are making a song saying, Khaybar, Khaybar, ya Yahud, Jayshu Muhammad sawfa ya'ud. The army of Muhammad is going to come back to kill you. No peace.
نعم 70 عام على تهجير الشعب الفلسطيني واغتصاب أرض فلسطين. ننسى فلسطين من البحر إلى النهر.
See, he's saying it from the river to the sea, from the sea to the river. This is what the Queer for Palestine they say, and the supporter of Kamala. And then they claim that they are not asking for genocide. We want it from the river to the sea. And we will never recognize Israel. So those who stupid, including Trump, I hope he will not be too much dumb to believe that he can really have a peace agreement with those people. What peace you are going to do? Those people, they don't agree. They will never agree. They want all the land for them. There's no other solution. It's always going to be war. And either the Israeli finish those people or those people finish the Israeli. So choose one. So when they speak to you about the solution of two states, it's just a joke. In what state we are talking about? Do those even people want only one state? Like maybe they want only so-called Gaza? No. Those people, they want to go farther. I'm just moving the video a little bit to show you the real plan of the Muslims. What the Muslims really want.
وإن مصيرة العودة الكبرى والتي نالت إجماعا وطنيا وإسلاميا لهي باب من أبواب الجهاد لا يلغي جهاد السيف ولا يغلي جهاد الصاروخ والقذيفة ولكنه رديف له.
You know, when they agree to make a peace agreement, because peace agreement will allow them to take the land which they cannot take until they get ready, and then they expand by war, and then you sign a peace agreement again, and the peace agreement, then you agree to give them more, and then we ceasefire, and then they arm themselves again, and then they attack you again, and then because you are keep trying to what, like how we can stop this war, you give them more land until you find yourself you are out. So a peace agreement between Israel and those people is a big strategic mistake for Israel. Only foolish people will go for it. The Israeli, when they signed a peace agreement with Arafat, they made a killing mistake. In fact, now they are paying for the stupid mistake because they legalize so-called Palestinian state. Nobody heard of it before. It was the stupid Israeli who agreed with the stupid Clinton to sign such an awful, disgusting, stupid agreement. And now the Israelis do not know what to do with it because they gave them a name of a state. They gave them a position. They gave them a government, hoping that we can have peace, and they would withdraw from so-called the West Bank. Did they get peace? They got a piece of shit. Excuse my language. They withdraw from Gaza. Did they get peace? No. So the Israeli should learn that those people understand one language, and they are telling you what the language they understand.
نحن هنا على مقربة من أرضنا المباركة التي يدوسها أحفاد القردة والخنازير.
Did you hear him saying that the Jews are the children of the pigs and monkeys? I don't know if you saw that. Let me play it again. Do you see it? The descendant of the apes and the pigs. Why? Because the Quran says Allah made the Jews pigs and apes. Pigs and monkeys. Do you see it? They don't even consider Christians and Jews are human or Hindus. Muslim, they consider anyone who is not a Muslim like them is nothing but an animal. And slaughtering him is for free. This is why Muhammad, he says, I've been commanded to kill all mankind unless they say the Shahada, which means accepting him as a filthy prophet, scumbag, accepting Islam, and not only that, you have to pay him. And then you pray as he pray, and you eat as he told you to eat, and you talk as he told you to talk, and then and only then your blood and your property and your women is safe from his hand.
التي يدوسها أحفاد القردة والخنازير.
فإلى كل مسلم لا تتركوا هؤلاء اليهود يعيثون في الأرض فسادا من دون أن تتحركوا ومن دون أن تكون لكم صولات وجولات ضدهم. وكذلك لما كان بنو قريظة اليهود قد نقضوا العهد مع النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام، كان موقف النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام معهم أن استأصلهم عن بكرة أبيهم.
See?
وفي تاريخ النبي عليه الصلاة والسلام مع اليهود نجد أن أصدق عبارة توصف بها هذه العلاقة أنها كانت علاقة شدة وبطش في اليهود.
أيها اليهود الملعونين يا أهله نكث العهود.
Let me move you to the video where this is, guys, this is Abbas, the one Trump, he received a call from him. Let us see what Abbas is saying. This is the one they call him President Abbas.
وفعلا اللي عم بصير على الحدود في هبة العودة المقاومة الشعبية السلمية. المسألة اليهودية التي كانت منتشرة في كل دول أوروبا ضد اليهود ليس بسبب دينهم وإنما بسبب وظيفتهم الاجتماعية اللي بتعلق في الربا والبنوك وإلى آخره. طب هتلر شو بده بالشغلة؟ كان يريد أن يكون هذا الوطن اليهودي اللي موجود مواليا له.
أتحدث عما يجري في غزة.
Let me move a little bit. I'm trying to find you the video. It should be here. Maybe I skip it by mistake. The guy, he said, we are going to invade Rome. Rome. What Rome have to do? Yeah, maybe I missed it when I'm skipping the video. Baba.
نحط في مناتور فان شاء الله يعني هذا الشغله يعني حتولع.
Yeah, I want to show you in the video where the leader of Hamas, he says, Inshallah, we will invade Rome. And then Europe. And then the two American, I don't know which minute, he said that in the video. The video is acting up. Let me try. Yeah, the player of this video is not really good. Let me try to see where we can find it.
هذا خداع.
Yeah, I will post the link. Maybe one of you can tell me when this guy, he said that in the video. He said we will invade Rome, and then we will control all of West of Europe, and then we will invade the North and South America, and then we will go to East of Europe, inshallah. This is what Hamas want. And this is what every Muslim dream. This is not only Hamas. I'm trying to find, because as I know it is in this video. It's a different video? Okay, hold on, let me see. Okay, maybe this one here. Let us see. Okay, maybe this one. Let me see. Yeah, maybe that the one I played first is not the one. Let us see this one. No, this is the one actually. Maybe there's another video in the page. Because I save it in my bookmark. Maybe I saw by mistake the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, maybe I saved the wrong one by mistake. Too bad. Because here I see all the images in the video, and I don't see the one, the sheikh who said, we will invade Rome. Anyone that save it? Anyway, if we go back to the video I made at that time, I think I will find the link in the info. I'm not sure what was the name of the video, because I remember I posted the link in the info of that video. Maybe one of you have some time can look for it and find it for us. Yeah. First video here. Okay, but I don't see it. I did play it. Do you know what minute? What minute in the video? If you can find me out what minute, the guy he said we will invade Rome, and then South America and North America, Canada and Venezuela, and if you can find it for me, let me know. So, you know, to make it simple, 038, okay, hold on, 038, oh, that's me in the beginning. Maybe I skip it in the beginning. Okay, let's try from the beginning then. 255. All right, let's see, 255. Well, this website is acting bad, you know, like as I see, the player is not doing good. It keep loading. Come on. Here we go. All right. Why you stop? $255. Okay, let us go to 37. Hope it's going to work here. All right, let's see. Trump, you coward. All right.
يا أبناء شعبنا الفلسطيني الثائر، أيها الرجال الصامتون في أرض فلسطين من بحرها إلى نهرها، نحن على موعد مع يوم الزحف باتجاه أراضينا المحتلة، أرض فلسطين المسلوبة، حيث
Until now we did not arrive to the video we want.
العدو الصهيوني على حدود قطاع غزة. بإذن الله سنقوم اليوم بدخول أراضينا المحتلة وإشعال ثورة في وجه العدو الصهيوني.
Guys, the one who said to me in the minute 255 is not true. It's already minute 4. You guys giving me false information. 0.22 second. Okay, so the one gave me give me false information. Okay, thank you. All right, let's see here. No, you guys, all of you giving me false information. The video, he said, we will invade Rome. Rome. You guys keep giving me false information, minute, etc. You gave me the correct link. Where is the link? I don't see it. Where is the link? Where you gave me the link? Yeah, it's a wrong video. It's a wrong video, obviously. First video in the top. Well, this is the first video in the top. There's no other video in the top. There's video in the top. Ah, here we go. Oh. So maybe I was playing. Okay. In the same page. All right. All right. It's my mistake. When I went over it, it sounded like a picture. All right. Let us see. Yeah, no, this is the correct video. You're right. Okay, let's see. Where the Abdul talk. Where's our potato? Here we go. Listen to this, guys. Let us remember the timing for this video. So this is the timing you say is true. All right, here. So this will start at the almost 36 second in this video. Listen carefully, guys, what he will say. What the Muslim want? Do they want the land of the Jews only? Listen carefully. We are going soon conquer Rome the same as we conquer the city of Constantine. All right? Soon. This is Hamas leader. Do those people want peace with anybody? What Rome have to do with them? Well, this is Islam, my friend. So this is why I say to you, only stupid people side with those people, because after they finish with the Jews, they are coming after you. Abdul, after you finish to Rome, what you would do next?
وإذا كانت اليوم هي عاصمة الكاثوليك أو الصليبية التي أعلنت عداءها.
Tell those donkeys, like there is a donkey, I'm not going to mention his name, he claimed to be Catholic. He is against Israel. He claimed that they are Zionists, and those Zionists are not, they are evil, and he is siding with those filthy cowards. Tell those cowards, those potatoes, who they are obviously fake Catholic, that they are coming after you first. In fact, the Muslim, they hate the Catholic more than anyone else. Anyone knows why? Anyone knows why they hate the Catholic more than anyone else? Who knows? I hope you do know. Because the Catholic is the one who put them down in their knee. The Catholic is the one who fought their evil armies. The Catholic is the one who paid their blood to defend our churches. This is why they hate the Catholic to death. and their dream is to kill every single Catholic. And then you will find someone, he's a donkey, he claimed that he is a Catholic, and he sided against the enemy of Israel, which is an enemy for them before even Israel. Israel is something for them happen later. Otherwise, they were busy killing the Christians all the time. But when Israel came back and took existence in reality, those people, they cannot take it. How in the world the Jews are coming back? Otherwise, you are target number one. And don't think if you are a Protestant or Orthodox, they don't target you. They hate you more the same. In fact, they think all of us are Catholic. For them, a Christian means Catholic. For them, a Christian means Crusaders. And we are the Crusaders. So only stupid people side with this filthy garbage cult. When I was in the Middle East, they say Saturday first and Sunday next. I was a kid, I didn't know what does that mean. And by the time I grew and I learned that Saturday first means they will kill the Jews first and then we will finish the Christians. Saturday first and Sunday next. Remember that. Tell this to your kids so they will not be doomed by people like Kamala and the garbage party of the donkey, the Democrat, the Antichrist. They are busy with sexuality. It's not a party even of politics, it's a party of sex. They are busy celebrating festivals of homosexual, and the enemy is preparing for us to bury our kids alive. They are busy to make parties for homosexual in the White House, and they are teaching their kids how to do jihad against us. And then your kids go in the street, support them. This is how stupid the Western they become. They support the one who want to kill every single one of them. And then the stupidity went so far, and then you will find someone who says he's a queer for Palestine. Can you believe the stupidity? Tell us more. What do you want besides killing every Catholic? What about the Protestant and the Orthodox? Are they safe from your hand?
أعلنت عداءها للإسلام ليمنعوا نهضة الإسلام من جديد ستكون عاصمتهم نقطة متقدمة للفتوحات الإسلامية التي تنساح في أوروبا كلها.
See?
ثم تلتفت إلى الأمريكتين بل إلى أوروبا.
So they will occupy Rome, and then it's going to be in the front point to start invading all of Europe. And then after they finish all of Europe, they go to Americas, the north and the south. And they conquer the north and they conquer the south. And after they finish America, they go back to east of Europe. It's just your turn. Putin, are you ready, Putin? Putin is being friend to Turkey, being a friend to Azerbaijan. The Jewish are friend to Azerbaijan. You know, they don't know they are friend to who? They are friend to the devil. All of you are sleeping with a snake.
Hamas leaders call for the annihilation of Israel and of all Jews, for death to and annihilation of America, and for the Islamic conquest of the world.
أيها الأمريكان سيعاقبكم الله أن يعلن الله الحرب عليكم يا آكلي الربا.
And then, guys, he is saying that American Allah will curse them because they take interest. But all Muslims, they take interest. Look what the Muslims they did. They established something called Islamic banks, and they say we don't take interest. So what they call those interests, they change the name. They come with the new names. Halal benefit, halal income. investment income. They just changed the name. The same as Muta. The Muslim Sunni, this guy is a Muslim Sunni. They claim that they are against Muta. What they do? They go, they marry a girl with the intent of divorcing her. This is Muta. They just change the name. They have Zawaj a friend, which means marrying a friend, which means you don't want her. You just want to have a friend. Sexual friend. You meet her once a week or twice a week in the hotel. You do boom boom, she go home. You give her some money. So this is the religion every stupid leader in the world, including Europe, America, and even Trump. He think that he can establish peace. Peace can happen between two groups. They believe in peace. But as you see, all Muslims, they want to go to Rome. They are not done with Israel. When they finish with Israel, what is going to be next? We go to Rome. Okay, you took Rome. Are you done? No. We want to take America. Okay, when you take America, are you done? No. We go to east of Europe. Okay, when you are done with the east of Europe, are you done? No. We will go to China. We will go to India. So you can be a person who is against war. Nobody like war. War is bad, is ugly. War mean I got killed, you got killed, your son got killed. It's not something lovely. But war is a must, because we have to acknowledge that evil is exist. The same reason we have police. Why we have police? Because there is rapist. It's a fact. There's a child molesters. It's a fact. There are thieves. There's killers. There's drug dealers. It's a fact. So those who live in a fantasy, they are stupid. And the other day, there's a guy, he claimed to be Christian, he was here. He said, did the disciple of Jesus defend himself? But the disciple of Jesus, they were not defending themselves against a rapist. They have a mission to spread the faith, and they were killed for that reason. They don't have cities. They don't have armies. Nobody is kidnapping their women because they are like the same as the Muslim doing. They come to you, you are a Christian, leave a Christianity, we will let you go. Okay, you don't leave a Christianity, we throw you to the tiger. But we are talking about genocide of a nation. We are talking about someone who will rape your wife. When Jesus said, don't fight evil by evil, he's talking about you, speaking about your neighbor. So two evil will not make it better, but this is a nation of evil. It's not your neighbor. You can convince him second day, please, there is no need for this. Or you call the police for him and they will deal with him. With those, we have only one solution. It is war. Israel withdrew from Gaza for more than 20 years. All the money was coming to Gaza was coming through Israel. The stupid Israeli, they put the money in vans and send it to Hamas. Can you believe it? They send them food. They allow them to import everything they want. They have independent. They have their government. They have their police. They have their army. They have everything, and they give them electricity too. Because in Gaza they cannot generate electricity. They don't have the skills. They don't have the ability. After 20 years, what happened to the Israeli? They start dancing hippies next to Gaza. They thought now we have, and the stupid Israeli, they go to Gaza and they bring the children of the Palestinian. They call themselves Palestinian, but I will call them, they are not Palestinian, they are Arab. But anyway, they bring the kids of those Arab Muslims to hospitals. Many Israeli charities, they go and they bring the children who they are poor to Israel and give them a free surgery, free medical, free medication, free doctors. In fact, there's a very well-known woman live not far away from Gaza. In fact, she decided not to live far away from Gaza because that's what she do. She go to Gaza every day. They bring her children who they need help, or even women or a man who need a surgery. They can't afford it. So she have an organization, Jewish organization. They take those Arab Muslims to Israel. She prepared their papers, permission to come, and they bring them. They pay for their medicine, they pay for the surgery, and they bring them back. And then October 7, she was one of the first women being killed or raped, even though she is over 70 years old. Right? So you help them, they will curse you. Somebody talking about the rabbis. You know, I find it very funny how stupid some people are. They are trying to mix the story between Jesus and the rabbi. We just showed you. This is how evil you are. Jesus on the cross, he says, forgive them, Father, they don't know what they are doing. That is Jesus, not me. All the disciples of Jesus, they are Jews. All. You know what all? Which means they are rabbis too. So the evil ones of you don't remember that you, as a Christian, you did not receive a single word from Jesus except from the Jews. You forgot that Paul was a very, 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 very big rabbi, very conservative rabbi. But you remember only the rabbi who hated Jesus, and he ignored the rabbis who loved Jesus and they died for him. Do you know why? Because inside you there's a devil. You don't want us to support Israel. You want to remind the people that all those people, they are opposing Jesus. All of you oppose Jesus. Many of you oppose Jesus. When you watch Netflix, you oppose Jesus. Isn't it this is the company who made Jesus as a gay? Did you cut your service to them? Every actor who voted for Kamala, they curse Jesus every day in their movie. Did you stop watching their movie? Supporting them, making them rich? You did not. Hypocrite. When we support Israel, in fact, we are supporting ourselves. They are fighting for you. If there is no Israel, they will switch to Rome. The plan is in front of you. Do you see any Muslim says to him, what are you talking about? This is the plan of every Muslim in the world. Conquering the West, conquering any hold have something called a Christianity, converting all the churches into mosque. And then after they finish from the Christians and the Jews and the Hindus and the Buddhists, then they start killing each other as usual. Because what Islam is about, Islam always have to have an enemy. If there's no enemy, they cannot live. So when you support Israel, even if you don't like Israel, for me, I like Israel. And I said many times, if they allow me to join the IDF, I will jump immediately. Not only I support Israel, I will fight with them. I will fight beside them. Because their enemy is my enemy. And I believe in the same time that this is their land. Do you have an idea which land is their land? If there's a land, it's not like, is the Jews are from Australia? Is the Jews is from Holland? The Jews is from this land. So When you don't support them, you are not a Christian. Why? Because you know that all the prophets mentioned in the Bible are coming from that land. You know that Jesus himself is born in that land. You know that Paul, you know who's John, you know who's Peter, you know who's Mary, you know who's Joseph. But because you side with the devil, you decide to say this is not their land. If you open all your Bible, you will not find one place, one chapter is not mentioning the Holy Land. And then what you do, because of your interest, because of your greed, and because of your hatred, and because you follow priests, not God, you decide to go against Israel. Jews are Esau Canaanite children. All right. You know, when somebody tried to find, like he is smart, and he's trying to find where the Jews is coming from. They are Canaanite. I don't know what Canaanite means for you, but this just to show everybody what the ignorance is about. How you call them Jews and you are saying that they are Canaanite? What Jews mean? Do you know what Jews mean? Obviously you use the word, but you do not know what the word means. Do you? The one who says he mentioned Canaanite. Do you know what Jews mean? Or it's just a word you throw over the shelf and you have no idea what it does mean? Huh? The Jews, through their history, they have to speak many languages. The Egyptian language, the Aramaic language, because simply they were under either capture, arrest, slavery, or under the command or the rulers who is not from them. So people, they mix between what is a Jew mean, or what is the children of Israel mean, and what is language they were speaking. So based on the ignorant one, if the Jews, they spoke Aramaic, the language of the Assyrian, that means they are Assyrian. There's a lot of ignorance in the world, and ignorance is a flag these days. You know, when you are ignorant, you are smart, right? When you are ignorant, you are smart. This is what they call you these days. The more stupid you are, the more in the book of the hippie you are smart. All right, maybe I get you wrong, I don't know. But anyway, sometimes text can be plain misguiding, and you know, English is not my first language, so if I got you wrong, I apologize. So do you understand why we should support Israel? And all those summit, why we don't find Christian countries having a summit? Do you know why? Because what happened is that each one of us put himself inside the box. So Catholic are not going to meet with the Protestant. Protestant are not going to meet with the Orthodox. So we become divided, the same as those Abdul. We claim that we love Jesus, but we cannot love each other. I don't have to agree with the Pope to be united with the Catholic. The Pope is a scumbag, I said that many times. I was shocked when I learned what those Pope are teaching. Like the previous Pope, he says, may God protect Islam. Very filthy, satanic. The Pope now, just a few weeks ago, he says, you do not, you know, why we argue about who is your God and my God? There's one God. And all religion lead to God. So you do not need Jesus. He just denied the salvation of Jesus. He just told the Muslims, you can stay as a Muslim. There's no need to say, my God is better than yours, because all religion lead to God. All. Evil teacher. But we cannot judge the Catholic by such a scumbag, because in every group of churches, there's a scumbag. I can find you someone he claimed to be Orthodox, and he praised Muhammad. I can find you someone he is a Protestant, and he praised Muhammad. So we as a Christian, we should unite. And we should understand that this garbage cult is after your kids. They come to your country to conquer it, not to open a restaurant. Now they will open a restaurant, but as soon as there's a trouble in the country, you will see millions of them in the street burn your cars. And announcing maybe soon Islamic State in the heart of France. They could not occupy it by the sword, they will occupy it by migration. This is the plan. And the foolish is the one who don't listen. And what make it more funny, that the Muslim, they say to you their plan, they have videos of it, and still people don't want to believe it. And still they say you are Islamophobic. I mean, you bring them a Muslim sheikh, a big leader for them, saying, I'm going to kill their kids. We are going to conquer their countries. The highest mufti of the Muslims of Egypt, which is the Muslims in the world, he said, and this is just last year, why we are poor in Egypt. Anyone remember the video? The video is there. Why we are poor in Egypt? Because we stopped doing jihad. If we go and attack the European and take their women and their children as slaves, and we sell them, and we take their gold and silver, and we take their wealth, are we going to be poor? He said Allah is punishing us because we stopped doing jihad, and that's why we are poor. Did any Muslim get upset from that? No, they agree. You will see a little Abdullah from Indonesia, he wanna kill the Jews. I mean, do you see the distance? Indonesia. What does this guy have to do with the Jews? And there is some of the Jews, because they are greedy and they love money, the same as some Christians too. They are willing to side with the devil Islam against Christianity. And there's many Christians that do that. For their God is money. Your heart is where your treasure is. If your treasure is God, your heart will be there. If your treasure money, your heart will be there. Right? So the Muslim, they are saying to you, we are going to come after you all, and we will conquer you, and we will kill you, and we will take your land, and we will rape your wives. And they are not saying that to the Jews. And yet still until now, many stupid who claim to be Christian think that this is a problem between the Israeli and those Arab Muslims. By the way, this guy supposedly is a Palestinian. Why is he dressing like this? Is that the traditional clothes to Palestinians? Is that how the Palestinian they dress? Is the Palestinian Arab? Do they speak Arabic? Those people don't even know what the word Palestinian mean. The word Palestinian mean foreigners, strangers. In fact, the second they call themselves Palestinian, they are saying we are not from here. Amigo. So, as usual, the Muslims is the biggest colonizing people in the world. They go to Syria, they take Syria, they call themselves Syrian. But Syrian are people who speak Aramaic. Why you are forcing? And they changed the name of the country to become the Arabian, the Arab Republic of Syria. They occupy Egypt, and then they change the name of the country, the Arab Republic of Egypt. But this is not the land of those are African. This is the land of the Coptic Christians. They go to Iraq, they conquer Iraq, and they call it the Arab Republic of Iraq. But this is the land of the Assyrian, the Chaldean, not the land of the Arab. So they occupy the land, they change the name of the land, they add the word Arab to it, and then they force the people to speak the language. And then they claim that the Israeli are colony, when Islam is the biggest colonies in the world. Someone saying I do not know Islam. All right, what's his name in the chat? The one who said I do not know Islam. What's his name? The one in the chat, he says I do not know Islam. As long as I do not know Islam, can you tell me, the one who knows Islam, why your prophet, he command your wife to give her breast for me to suckle her? I'm waiting for your answer. Because as you said, I do not know Islam. I'm waiting for your answer. When you give me the answer, I promise you I will put it in on the screen. I want to know why your God, he command your wife to give her boobs to me to suckle her, and I am just a neighbor. I'm waiting for your answer. Okay, guys, we got his name. Let us see the one who he claimed he know Islam, if he can give us the answer. What do you think? Huh? Already with CP with video? What, your wife, she was giving breastfeeding too in the video? This is the women, her nipples was salty. Oh boy. Man, I don't want to do it again. Sorry. Give us the answer. Why your prophet, he command your wife to give her nipples to the strangers? I'm waiting. Do you want to call me? Freddy, do you want to call me? And now he will say to me, I don't accept the hadith. That means you don't accept your prophet. May Allah send a lot of suckers to your wife. I feel sorry for her nipples. According to your Islam, if a woman, she go in the bus, she have to suckle everyone in the bus. I can show you the video. Even the TV host, she said, well, are you saying that all those who work in the studio with me, I have to suckle them? He said, yes. She said, I have electrician, I have decor engineer, the cameras guys, tons of them. I will suckle them all. He said, yes. So Faridi, are you going to call me and bring your wife with you in Skype? And I want to hear from her how much she enjoy breastfeeding, suckling to the neighbors. You are friendly, Abdul. Very conservative religion. You cannot shake hands with Muslim women, but you can suck their nipples. And you can sit in her lap. Now he's playing dead. Man, my lips is dry. Any Muslim volunteer? Any Abdul? His wife is around? Because my lips is dry, sorry. Okay. Yeah, now he don't want to answer anything about the question. Yeah, obviously he's a proud Muslim. I mean, not only this disgusting, violent religion, it's very sexual, very stupid. I mean, this prophet, I don't know what to say. I mean, he is so wise, by the way, in the same time. All Muslims agree that Prophet Muhammad was extremely wise. You know? And, you know, there is a lot of wisdom we learn from his teaching. As an example, before Muhammad, we never learned that Shaitan fought. We never. How we will know? You know, there's no way for, you know, like ignorant like us to know that Shaitan, he eat beans. Look like he live in America. Like those Americans, they eat beans. You know? The wisdom
when you
of the Prophet.
give the adhan, the Shaitan, he not only runs, but the hadith says lahu durat. You know what durat is? Durat is.
See?
He runs, and as he's running, yeah, his fart comes out. Lahu durat. I'm not making this the hadith. So that Shaitan made me do sin. Get up. Yeah, just get up. Just give the adhan. Right? That Shaitan, you're gonna make him leak some serious gas.
So guys, look at this. Each time you say the name of Allah, you say Allahu Akbar, Shaitan fart. Any one of you have a phone number of Kamala and this woman in the Congress with her name? Cortez, whatever her name, you know. I forgot her name. I keep forgetting her name. She looks so stupid. She want to kill all the cows because it's causing global warming. Please call her, give her this video. Tell her that #1 reason for methanol in the world is Muslims. Yes, it's Muslims. Because if they don't say Allahu Akbar 5 times a day, not once, no Shaitan will fart. So can you imagine how much fart we have because of the Muslims? If there is 1.5 billion Muslims, as they claim, now next week they will say they are 3 billion, just wait. And each one of them, he says Allahu Akbar. And each time they say that sentence, Shaitan fart. And he fart, and he have a serious leak. Gas.
Some serious gas. Serious gas. So, you know, you go into the toilet, you know, Bismillahi Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal khaba'ith. So, oh Allah, protect me from these devils. You go in there with your left foot.
Brother, left foot, brother. Hey, brother, when you fight with the Israeli, do Hamas enter with the left foot? No, I'm doing no. Why they losing? We Arab, each time we go with the war with the Jews, we lose because we enter with the right foot. How I missed that. It have to be the left foot, brother. If you don't enter with the left foot, big mistake. Hold on, I have a caller. Hello? 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 Get some breath. First of all, you that said hello 3 times. Okay, what the problem? Your prophet always he say Assalamu alaikum 3 times. Is that true? Get some breath. We can't compare, but you see, you are saying 3 times alone, and the Prophet Muhammad saying Assalamu alaikum 3 times. But your Prophet, he repeat anything 3 times. In fact, your Prophet, when he go to the bathroom, he shake his penis 3 times. And he forbid you from shaking it 4 times. Is that true? Get a breath. This is true. And this is very healthy. Okay, if you shake it 4 times, what will happen? Get a breath. According to the scientific study, it says if you take it 4 times, it might come off. It what? The penis will come off? Exactly. Are you sure? Get a breath. I am very sure. In fact, it happened to me once. Seriously. Zuzu, no way. You shake your penis 3 times, and then at the number 4, it came off? Exactly. Do you have witnesses? Get a breath. You are being dirty. Do you think really I'm going to make a video about it? Why not? Don't you want to show people what the wisdom of your Prophet? Isn't it this is behind his wisdom? If you shake it 4 times, the penis will come off. Get a breath. First of all, I cannot do that because simply this is sinful. Secondly, I do not need witnesses. What about your wife? Get some friends. My wife, she never saw my penis. What? Exactly. In fact, there is a hadith that says that Mother Aisha, she never saw the penis of Prophet Muhammad. Oh, hold on, I know. The hadith is true. But how the guy have sex with her, but she never saw his penis? Is that because it's so small? Get some friends. You are so stupid and so ignorant. It's not because it's so small. It's possible, but it's not the reason. Because simply that when they have sex, he turns off the light. They never have sex at daytime. I have hadith about them having sex at daytime. Get the breath. Because even if it's daytime, he can't turn the light. How you can do that? It's very simple. We put the curtain. I get you busted. Okay, Zakir Naik, thank you very much. Can we continue the movie? Get the breath. First of all, this is not a movie. This is a video on YouTube. And you are misleading the audience. I'm joking, man. I'm saying it's a movie. Because it's funny. It's kind of a comedy. Get the breath. It's not comedy, it's true. Satan, he do fart and multiply them the time a day. What? Listen, do you have any proof or recording of Shaitan farting? Get the breath. Satan, when he fart, his fart is silence. What? But the hadith says he farts so he cannot hear the adhan. So if it's silence, there's no point. Get the breath. It is silent for us because he fart with different frequency. And you are ignorant. Go study science and physics. Okay. The fart of the shaitan have different frequency. That's a good point there. Exactly. And I got you busted and everybody was my witness. Okay, Zakir, let's continue the movie. Get the brand. I told you don't say movie. Okay, I will say movie. I told you don't say movie. Okay, I will say movie. What you can do about it? Okay, I'm going to take my penis 4 times. Oops.
Left foot you went in, you get a reward for that. The dua you said, shaitan will not see you. You're in the toilet, shaitan can't see you anymore. That's in a hadith, right? If you don't say the dua, what happens is the shaitan not only comes inside, but the hadith of Tirmidhi says he plays with your bowels.
Every single member of Hamas and Al-Qaeda and ISIS, Shaitan, he play with their anus. I told you they are gays. Nobody believe me. Okay, Abdul. So when a child, he is like 7, 8 hours, they don't know those things. He go in the bathroom, Shaitan, he play with his balls. And he go inside. You Muslim, do you have any... I mean, there's a hadith about Shaitan taking hair from your anus. Based on this, Nasrallah, the leader of Hezbollah, his anus is so clean, man. Because all the hair is gone. According to Muhammad, each time a Muslim he prays Shaitan, he put his foot in your ass and he pulled the hair out, straight it out, and he keep putting it out until he cause you to fart. Like, boing. Like the cartoon, the Tom and Jerry. When the uncle of the mice came from Mexico. And you remember the song? He have a guitar and he sing, oh, night, and then the guitar, the line cut off. So he go and he wait for the cat and he steal one of the hair of the cat mouth and the mustache. So Muslims, is that what happened? Shaitan, he take hair from your anus? Seriously. Do Shaitan say this song like before he take it like Prophet Muhammad, brother, Prophet Muhammad, this is wisdom, this is the truth. All of this is recorded by history. The historian, the scientists, they register the increase of Gaza during the Muslim, the fart during the Muslim calling for azan. How you can explain that? When the Muslims are farting. This is why the Muslims around the Kaaba, they have a guy, a policeman next to the black stone. He keeps spraying because everybody fart. The smell is so bad. They sweat, and there's thousands of people touching each other without panties, including women. I mean, this religion, by the way, is very weird. They separate between men and women in the mosque, but when they go around the Kaaba, the men are not wearing panties, women are not wearing panties, and they are wearing jalabiya. And that thing is like whoosh, 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 whoosh. And he go right away behind the women. Allahu Akbar, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik labbaik. And the women in front of him and her butt, and the women, she go to do Hajj, she come out having a baby. She come back to her husband, she said to her husband, see, I told you, if I go and pray to Allah, I will get pregnant. Allah bless me because I did Hajj. And then the woman, she gave birth to a child, is black, but she is white. The husband will ask her, how come my son is black and neither your family or my family are black? She said, we say to him, don't you know that the Prophet, he said, he asked the guy, do you have in your herd a gray camel, a red camel? He said yes. He said, yeah, he took it from them. But the camel, they sleep with each other. That's why he took it from them. A man, he came to the Prophet. He told him, I am white, my tribe are white, my wife is white, and her tribe are white. But she gave birth to a black boy. Look at this. So Muhammad compare what happened to him to the camels. Let us see, we can find you. Okay, hold on, let's see, try something else. Obviously his wife, she did boom boom with the black guy. Right? The man is white, his tribe is white, all the family are white, and there's no black. Yeah, all those hadith, you see them? All is saying the same. Let us see the first one, the shorter one. Which one is shorter? The same. Abu Hurairah said, a man from Banu Fazara, and those are white tribe, white Arab, came to the Prophet and said, my wife has given birth to a black son. He said, okay, have you any camels? He said, yes. He said, are they red? He said, there is a dusky among them? He said, replied, yeah, some of them are dusky. He asked, how do you think they have come about? Who? He replied, this is maybe a strain which they reverted. He said, and this is perhaps a strain which your child reverted. What? The guy is white. The wife is white. Tribe, their tribe is a white tribe. And those are camels. They jump at each other. How we can compare this to this? You see, in order to, not only, she did not give birth to someone have little darker skin. No. A black boy. A totally black boy. Obviously, his wife, she was doing some good homework. She was doing like the camels. She was sleeping with all the camels in the herd. The red camel, the white camel, the black camel. I mean, whoever camel there, we sleep with them, huh? Yeah. Mm. Isn't it obvious? Oh boy. Oh, and the camels are reverting too, yeah. Anyway, did we have a good time, guys? I hope so. And again, this is the link. Let me give you the link about this video. So if any of you want to show, maybe you can record this video. And again, this actually this is in the beginning of this video here. Let me post the link for you. So if you want to show people really what Muslims are about, when they say we want peace, those Jews, get them busted and show them this video. Very important. And there's tons of videos like this, by the way. I mean, thousands. But then, because the Muslims are sneaky, when they speak with Western, who they are dummy and idiot, they try to present themselves as a victim. And the Jews are aggressive people, are killing children and women. But you remember here, when October 7 happened, not a single Western strike in the street from those hippies against raping, killing, torturing, burning alive Jewish women and children and men. Even people are dancing. The video is there, recorded by Hamas. Not a single Western hippie from the Democratic Party, all those stupid Western in Europe, complain. Israel did not attack right away. They waited almost a month. A month. A month, and not a single Western went in the street condemning the Muslim terrorism. This is how hypocrite they are. In fact, I believe strongly that all of this movement in the West to support so-called Palestine, behind it is the money of Qatar. Hamas is Qatar. And they spent hundreds of millions of dollars. There's many videos, by the way, registered by activists. They chase all those who they call them leaders, and they found that all of them they go into the embassy of Qatar. It doesn't matter what country, USA, France, England, all of them, they go and meet in the embassy of Qatar and they pay them. So money behind the movement, because if it is for the sake of its children's dying, well, the Jews, they lost their children too. Why you did not cry then? So they were able, by controlling the leaders of some groups, bribing them, they were able to create a movement against Israel. And there's many of those who follow this movement, they don't know, they are ignorant. They don't know there's money involved. They do not know that this is about terrorism. All what they know, they show them videos, many of them are fabricated, that Israeli are doing something horrible. And by the way, shouldn't Israel do something horrible? They should, after what you did to them. What you did to them is extremely horrible. But until now, no Jew raped any Arab women. You raped their women. They did not do the same to you. There's a video recorded by Hamas. 7 or 8 of them raping a Jewish woman, one after one. And then the last one of them, when she is on the table, her legs is open, raping her, he cut her breast with his knife. For fun. He cut her breast. And this is a video recorded by them. And the Israeli government, they invited many famous journalists from around the world to watch it. And they did not publish the video because her families refuse. But they allow them that you can bring journalists and watch it, but nobody can take a copy. This is how filthy scumbag they are. So it is okay to do horrible things to the Jews, but it's not okay if the Jews did what those filthy terrorists deserve. This is why I stand with Israel. I support Israel, and we pray for the victory of Israel. And the Lord, He promised them in the Bible that this is your land and nobody can take it from you. Plus, we know that the Bible mentioned in the New Testament that Israel will be saved. And we are going to follow the truth, and the truth will set you free. The truth is not what the devil, Muhammad, is not what the devil, money of oil. All of this will go. Trust me, all those rich Muslim countries will go bankruptcy. All of them, starting from Saudi Arabia. In fact, they are going now. Soon they will face a very hard time because of a Trump is coming. Because Trump now, he will start pumping oil and the oil price will go down. During the time of Trump was a president, Saudi Arabia budget was struggling to cover the cost of the Saudi. And now Trump, he will put them back in their place. Qatar became so rich because of the stupid Joe Biden government. Those cowards, they don't want to dig for oil in our land, but they go and buy it from Azerbaijan, they buy it from Qatar, they buy it from Venezuela. All of them, they are our enemy. And yet they claim that they are fighting global warming. But you are buying oil. And the oil they have is way low quality, not like our oil. So Trump is coming. Is good news for all of you, wherever you live, because the price of gas is going to go down, even if you live in Indonesia, even if you are a Muslim. Gas price will go down in every country in the world. Enjoy Trump. And for us, we enjoy that he is going to spank the hell of those wicked, filthy, garbage who try to force their agenda, sexual agenda on us. They have nothing but sexual agenda. And I believe strongly, even though for me, I was not expecting Trump to win in such a way. But I believe that because they made the Lord angry, the Lord moved the heart of millions and millions to defeat this garbage cult. I never saw a pervert president and vice president as Joe Biden and Kamala. This is the regime of the pervert. They are nothing but pervert. They want to confuse your children about who is a male, who is a female. They want to change the gender of a child without training his parents. And the child do not know what even gender mean. They are evil pervert. And I pray that God will punish them. And I believe God did not finish with them yet. Whoever support pervert, God will punish him. And God is real, my friend. And justice always going to prevail. So I want to say thank you for all of you. Stay strong, stay united, support Israel, because as you see, even if you don't think you have nothing to do with Israel, they are coming after you. A victory for Israel is a victory for you. Every single filthy terrorist is killed by the Israeli army. The Israeli are doing a favor to you. You should appreciate them, and you should support them. And I say to Muslims who keep saying Christian Prince is a crusader, I am. I am. And my Lord is the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, and he's going to come with the glory of his angels. And those who disobey him, and those who denied him, and those are the murderer, the rapist, they are going to be sent to hell. And we Christians always will be victorious in his name. Thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. God is good. So is Jesus. I mean to that. And see you soon. Bye-bye.